everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is a Hey there, guys. Hey, guys. This looks blurry to me again, but I don't know what's wrong with it. Y'all say it looks okay to y'all on that end, so it's not really like it's blurry. It's just weird. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm going to have to do something in the back of this thing. So if you guys didn't see my community post or see the pin post, we lost a channel member yesterday. Cammy was somebody who was always in here. She was the first person in the chat saying hi to everybody. Glad to see everybody. Her mom made it a point to come over and post in the community tab where you guys can post to let us know that she passed away yesterday. So that really sucks. I don't know what happened. I didn't ask. I don't want to dig. It's just sad. And I know that you guys know who Cammy is. She was constantly in here. You guys were always talking with her. I've seen you guys' reactions. So we're going to do this live for Cammy. In remembrance of Cammy, we're going to go through these 911 calls because I know she'd be in here right now going through these and listening to them right now with us. And it's really, really sad. So we're going to do this for her. We're going to go through this and we're going to do this for Cammy. That sucks. It does really suck. It super sucks. You get used to seeing people every day that you don't really know in real life. And I mean, I'm really glad that we know because there's so many times when people just drop off the internet and you don't know anything about what happened to them. So I'm glad that we at least have that closure piece because if she just didn't show up for a couple days in a row, people would be like, what's going on? I don't know if we'd ever know because, you know, very few people actually have real life connections to the people that they meet on the internet. So I'm really glad that her mom came over here and told us that. It made me very sad this morning. But we're going to do this for Cammy and for the victims and try to see what the hell's going on here. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything different technically with these 911 calls because I'm not hearing like different words or anything like that. But for some reason, the one that Christy got from her Whitcomb FOIA has like, I mean, I guess you could say technically less background gargle because you can really make out what's being said like a lot better. A super lot better. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play, and this live isn't going to be long. I'm going to play the one that came out first because it was released through mainstream media. So I'm going to play the one that comes straight from, who was it? 4 News Now. Because as far as I can remember, 4 News Now, which is, I believe, local to that area, ended up getting the call first, and they were the first entity that put it out here on the interwebs. If I have that wrong and it was another source that put it out on YouTube, then please let me know. But I'm pretty sure that it was 4 News Now. It is a lot more clear. So we're going to go over this one, and then we're going to go over the one that Christy got, and I'm just going to let them play. I'm not going to talk. I'm going to let them play, and then we're going to discuss and go back a little bit on a couple of pieces on Christy's. Because if you don't freaking hear more, it really sounds to me like you can make out the fact that they not only like went up the stairs, but that they were physically looking at Xana during sections of this 911 call. More than one person, and not Hunter. You can hear Hunter calling Xana and Ethan's name even more clear here, which I still find strange because he tells Officer Nunes that he'd never had the chance to check on Ethan. But at this point, we know that he and them have been in and out of the house now like multiple times. And the verbiage that you can clearly hear, I'm telling you, it'll take, I don't even know what besides turning back time and being there myself. to try to convince me that they are not physically looking at Xana while they're making this call and saying, not the whole time, but like in this section of what they're saying, while still just saying shit about how she's not waking up, she's not breathing. How about the blood and the wounds all over her body? Well, why is none of that being mentioned, you freaking weirdos? Just collectively, all of them, just zip, nothing. That shit doesn't make any sense. There's no reason why the people inside of the house and the people that are supposedly coming over from outside of the house, no one at all out of those groups are mentioning blood. That makes no sense. It may be okay if Emily and Josie and her dude didn't actually go up there. That's maybe one thing. But at the call, you can hear them doing so. This shit literally makes no sense. It's like someone told them to just play as stupid and deny as many things as you possibly can, because they even make excuses later on for not talking about the blood in the interviews. And she literally, Dylan blames it on Hunter, basically. She's like, well, me and Hunter were talking and he basically told me just to not feel bad because, he didn't notice either. I'm sorry. Where was that said? I'd love to hear that conversation because I just don't believe you. I don't believe you. Yeah. The room itself. Especially since we know that Dylan had her eyes on Xana. She knew exactly what she was wearing, and she knew that 8 hours later that she hadn't moved a hair. So there's nobody in this world, or in the after, let's be so serious, that's going to try to convince me that Dylan is on the up and up. There's just no freaking way. I'm sorry. I am sorry, not sorry. There's just no freaking way. Okay, this is the original one. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. I'm not going to talk. I'm going to let it run. Y'all have all heard this before. And I don't even know why I'm making this like full screen because this shit ain't showing anything. Okay, let me let this play.
11:55 a.m. 42 seconds, November 13, 2022.
911 location of your emergency.
Something is happening. Something happened in our house. We don't know what.
What is the address of the emergency?
1122.
What is the rest of the address?
Oh, Kings Road.
Okay. And is that a house or an apartment?
It's a house.
Can you repeat the address to make sure that I have it right?
I'll talk to you guys. We live at the White, so we're next to them.
But I don't believe that. Not like the rotten smell, but we know that bodies release things. And we know that seeing the photos that it looks like Maddie had like urine stains underneath her body. So while yes, the death itself would not have a smell, the number 2 would have, if any, released, and most of the times it does. The number 1 would have. The blood smell itself would have. So while I agree, the body itself, yes, but all of the other things that had now come out of the body, oh, there's no way in hell anyone's going to tell me that house didn't stink. Plus, we can hear the police, like, even though they're not really saying anything, like in the body cams, they're making like coughing noises and snorting noises, and they're trying to like maybe not make it so noticeable, but they're definitely making like noises that make you know that they're smelling something.
I need someone to repeat the address for verification.
The address, 1122 King Road.
And what's the phone number that you're calling from?
What's your phone number?
And tell me exactly what's going on.
One of the roommates has passed out, and she was drunk last night and she not wake me up.
Okay.
Oh, and they saw some man in their house last night. Yeah.
And are you with the patient? Okay, I need someone to keep the phone, stop passing it around.
Can I just tell you what happened pretty much?
What is going on currently? Is someone passed out right now?
I don't really know, but pretty much at 4 a.m.
Okay, I need to know what's going on right now. If someone is passed out, can you find that out?
Yeah, I'll come. Come on, Bethany, you gotta go check. But we have to.
This is them going upstairs and checking, like going in the house.
Is she passed out?
Is she passed out? They're looking at her. I heard this whisper.
What's wrong? She's not waking up.
Okay, one moment. I'm getting help started that way.
Okay, thank you.
See, I didn't realize before, but the voice that says Kaylee actually sounds a little bit like Bethany. I'm going to go back a minute. Listen really close.
Okay, and how old is she?
She's 20.
20, you said?
Yes, 20. Here's one.
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Okay, I need someone to stop passing the phone around because I've talked to 4 different people.
Okay, sorry, they just gave me the phone.
Is she breathing?
Hello?
Is she breathing?
No.
Okay.
I don't understand why they silenced right here.
Talk to them, okay? I can't talk to them. I need you to talk to them.
Hello.
Okay. I've already sent the ambulance and law enforcement. Stay on the line. If there is a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
Say that again. There's a police here right now.
Okay. If there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
We don't have one. I think so. Do you have a defibrillator? Yes, you have one.
Are you talking to the officer?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to let you go since she's there with you and can help you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Okay.
11.
Okay, now I also want to say a lot of people mistake the fact that we could hear the multi-levels of things that are going on with people thinking that cops were at the scene before the 911 call was made because they hear some sort of dispatch radio. You're hearing that because the dispatch person has that traffic in the background and there's nothing separating the signals here. They have literally all of it all together. So you're hearing stuff in the background of the dispatcher's office where people are talking back and forth to each other. It's not a cop that's already there. That's very, very normal when they don't cut out the additional stuff that's in there. I've heard it like that in several different phone calls. Okay, let me go ahead and pull up Christie's now. Now, like I said, I don't have any reason to believe that Christy does anything with her stuff. As far as I'm understanding, she pretty much does it the same way that I do. Raw file and puts it straight up on YouTube, doesn't do anything with it. The only thing that I do is take it from volume 100 to 200. There's literally nothing else. And I'm pretty sure she does things the exact same way. Ooh, but clearly Canadian just gets you burping all over the place. Oh my God. So this to me sounds more clear. It sounds a lot more clear. You can hear almost like the differences. And this is probably going to sound stupid. The differences in like the acoustics around them. Like you can tell when the voice kind of goes from being maybe in a more open air area to like a more enclosed area, and her voice tone just sort of changes a little bit. It just sounds like it's like around them, if that makes any freaking sense whatsoever. I'm sure it does to most people. So let me go ahead and play this one because it does sound like you can hear just better. I don't know. I can't explain it. It just sounds better. So I'm going to play it. I'm going to shut up, let the whole thing play, and then we'll go back and we'll talk about it some more.
11:55 a.m. 42 seconds, November 13, 2022.
911 location of your emergency.
Hi, something is happening. Something happened in our house. We don't know what.
What is the address of the emergency?
1122.
What is the rest of the
Now, I know I said I wasn't going to say anything, but did y'all just hear the whole she's passed out, what's wrong? That's the exact same thing that Dylan says when they go in the house after the dispatcher tells her that basically they have to go and check. She just says it. She says it up here, 20 something seconds in. I don't hear that in the other one. I'm going to play it back.
11:55 a.m. 42 seconds, November 13, 2022.
911 location of your emergency.
Something is happening. Something's happening in our house. We don't know what.
What is the address of the emergency?
1122.
What is the rest of the address?
Oh, Kings Road.
Okay. And is that a house or an apartment?
It's a house.
Can you repeat the address to make sure that I have it right?
I'll talk to you guys. We live at the White, so we're next to them.
I need someone to repeat the address for verification.
The address, 1122 King Road.
And what's the phone number that you're calling from?
What's your phone number?
And tell me exactly what's going on.
One of the roommates has passed out, and she was drunk last night and she's not waking up.
Okay.
Oh, and they saw some man in their house last night. Yeah. Hi,
And are you with the patient? Okay, I need someone to keep the phone, stop passing it around.
Can I just tell you what happened pretty much?
What is going on currently? Is someone passed out right now?
I don't really know, but pretty much at 4 a.m.
Okay, I need to know what's going on right now if someone is passed out. Can you find that out?
Yeah, I'll come. Come on, Bethany, gotta go check. But we have to. Is he passed out? What's wrong? He's not waking up.
Okay, one moment. I'm getting help started that way.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and how old is she?
She's 20.
20, you said?
Yes, 20 years old.
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Okay, I need someone to stop passing the phone around because I've talked to 4 different people.
Okay, sorry, they just gave me the phone.
Is she breathing?
Hello?
Is she breathing?
No.
Okay.
You talk to them. I can't talk to them. I need you to talk to them.
Hello.
Okay. I've already sent the ambulance and law enforcement. Stay on the line. If there is a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
Say that again? There's a police here right now.
Okay. If there is a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
We don't have it. I think yes. Do you have a defibrillator? Yes, we have one.
Are you talking to the officer?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to let you go since he's there with you and can help you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Okay.
11:15.
Okay. Let's see, where's the part?
Can I just tell you what happened?
Going now?
I don't really know, but pretty much at 4
That part.
a.m.
Okay, I need to know what's going on right now if someone is passed out. Can you find that out?
Yeah, I'll come. Come on, Bethany, let's go check.
Okay, they're going literally right now to go and look at Xana, which we pretty much knew this. But this makes it more clear that they were not just assuming based off of something that Hunter told them. Bethany also said that before the 911 call was made that she saw Xana too. We have to remember that from her interviews. So why? Why, oh why, are we not having a single person mention how there's blood all over the floor? There's blood dripping by the doorknob. There's blood on the walls that they have to walk past to go down to Xana's room. How come no one is mentioning this? There's no way that they suddenly had mass psychosis and all of a sudden went blind altogether. That's impossible. This is the most ignorant shit.
Passed out. Can you find that out?
Yeah, I'll come. Come on, Bethany, we gotta go check. But we have to.
Not just that the lights were on, bro. It was daylight. All of the beautiful natural sunlight was coming into that house on top of there being other lights on. Yeah, there's no way, bro. No way.
Oh, can you find that out?
Yeah, I'll come. Come on, Bethany, we gotta go check. But we have to. Is she passed out?
Is she passed out? That's what you're saying as you're like going closer and talking to the people around you that are also going closer, trying to figure out what's going on. You've got your eyes on her at this moment, and you're not saying, oh my God, there's blood all over the floor. There's blood all over the door. She's got wounds all over her. Oh my God, Ethan's covered in blood. What the hell? You're not saying anything. There is no way that people, and the sad part is I know this is actually like a thing, that there are a stupid group of people out there that have no problems with this 911 call. Oh my God, they were just scared. Leave them alone. I'm sorry. No, I will never. I will never. Mm-mm. Xana, Ethan. She's not waking up.
She's not waking up.
Okay. One.
And he continues to call her name. He continues to call her name. Also claims that he checked her pulse. Remember the bullshit story that Ashley Banfeld has still not come out to correct about how she tried to claim that it was Ethan's best friend, Ethan's best friend, Ethan's best friend. And it wasn't. He didn't even remember that Ethan was in there according to the cop, or according to what he said to the cop, which is again a lie because you're saying Ethan's name. So what do you mean that you didn't get the chance to check on him? You're saying his name. That means that you're in the room and you are very well aware that he is in the room too. So why did you say that you didn't check on him? Why are you lying? And where did the knife come in all of this? Because neither Dylan or Bethany is claiming that they saw Hunter Johnson go into that kitchen and grab that knife. And again, when the cops show up, it's on the top of the stairs on the damn floor. And he just happens to pick it up and plop it down on the table. What are you doing, bro? With your Chris Watts ass stance with your hands on your head. What are you doing? This shit's wild.
Okay, I need to know what's going on right now if someone is passed out. Can you find that out?
Yeah, I'll come. Come on, Bethany, we gotta go check. But we have to.
That's the question. I don't know. But he did. What? No one ever said anything was edited into Nunes' body cam. What are you talking about?
What's wrong? She's not waking up.
Okay, one moment. I'm getting help started that way.
Okay, thank you. What's wrong?
Just because they're horrible actors doesn't mean the call itself is completely fake. That doesn't make sense. That makes no sense. Exactly. Why are they so scared to go check? It's the same thing that didn't make any sense when it comes to Dylan's stupid ass interview, where she's like, oh my God, I didn't think anything was going on, but I was too scared to go down the hallway and check on Xana. But everything was totally fine and I wasn't worried at all. But oh my God, I was too scared to be by myself. Which one? Because it can't be both. These cops are so stupid. See, the fact that they are mentioning Kaylee's name and then he is saying, get out, and then you hear steps. Like, I know that there's steps that leads down to the first floor. But pay attention to context, okay? Let's go back a second. At this point, they've gone into the house. They've looked at Xana. They know damn well that she's not alive. They see the damn mess. They see everything. We know what they actually visualize. No one can pretend anymore. And these people that are taken up for them are disgusting. Straight the F up, disgusting. So then pay attention to the remaining context. After everything is done with Xana, there's some silence. And then we hear whispering about Kaylee. We hear Hunter saying to get out, and then we hear him running down the steps. Or at least what I'm assuming is him running down the steps. I've always questioned, how did they not go up to the third floor? Especially since the girls were all hanging out with Kaylee and Bethany, and Maddie, and Dylan's entire freaking story, besides the whole Xana thing, is about Kaylee and everything that Kaylee heard. This sounds to me like they went to the third floor. That's just what it sounds like. And I could be a million times wrong, and that's fine too. But the way that it sounds like they done checked on Xana, they went upstairs, and now he's telling them to get out.
Pretty much at 4 a.m.
Okay, I need to know what's going on right now if someone is passed out. Can you find that out?
Yeah, I'll come. Come on, Bethany, we gotta go check. But we have to.
Yes. Because he gets out and he has it because he's being told there's an unresponsive person. So that's the protocol. He's not aware that he's going in there to deal with 1, 2, or 3, or 4 murders. He thinks he's going in there to do something with an unconscious drunk college kid because of the way that these idiots are making the 911 call collectively as stupid as they possibly can. So yeah, you can hear her on his body cam. You can hear her telling dispatch that about the whole defibrillator. She asks him if he has it. He says yes. And the whole, yeah, you can hear all of it. Okay, but where is that, Miller Time? Like, you can't just say that stuff without the proof. So where's the so-say welfare check at 11:22? Because they're calling in for an unconscious person, not a welfare check. Welfare checks come from outside of the house. So where's the proof that a welfare check was called in from another entity? The only thing that's in the call logs is the alcohol call. I didn't find anything about, no, sir, no, I didn't. I wouldn't be looking this confuzzled if it was me, broski. I've never seen anything about a welfare call. So if you know where it's actually at, it wasn't me, then please show me, send me an email. But I have never said that, nor have I seen that. The only thing that we knew about was the alcohol call when it came to Banfield, and it was something like 3:01 that the call was made in by the cops for that little stupid situation. But no, I never said anything about a welfare call. You can go check every single one of my videos. I have never, ever, 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 ever said anything about an outside source calling in a welfare call to 11:22. I've never seen anything in the call log for 11:13. That was a welfare check. The only thing that we have is 3:01 for the Banfield boys. That's the only thing that's out there. Again, email it to me if you have it. Yeah, I know that, but you watch a lot of other people's videos too, broski. I've never said anything about a welfare check call ever.
What's wrong? She's not waking up.
Yeah.
One moment. I'm getting help started that way.
Okay, thank you.
See how much time is passing? There's no way that when Hunter tells them to get out that it has something to do with Xana at this point. There's a lot of time passing here. Now, I don't know if he's saying poor Kaylee or, I mean, I don't know if you're hearing poor Kaylee or where is Kaylee, or does anyone know where Kaylee is? I'm not hearing an S word come out of that. Maybe I did hear that, but it's like, it almost sounds like there is like an is, but then there's like another syllable after it. It's hard as frick to hear. Does the caption maybe grab it? Just say Kaylee. Yeah, those captions can't pick it up. It just sounds like she's saying something after, but definitely something about Kaylee. But I'm going to listen. I'm going to go back one more time. Count the seconds between what's going on with Xana, her relaying the information to dispatch about how Xana's not breathing, not waking up, and then the time frame that takes place in between that and him yelling at them to get out. I'm telling you, they went up there. They went up there.
And she was drunk last night and she's not waking up.
Okay.
Oh, and I saw some man in their house last night. Yeah.
Stop passing it around. Going on currently. Is someone passed out right now?
I don't really know, but pretty much at 4 a.m.
Okay, I need to know what's going on right now if someone is passed out. Can you find that out?
Yeah, I'll come. Come on, we gotta go check. But we have to. Did you pass out? What's wrong? She's not waking up.
Okay, one moment. I'm getting help started that way.
Okay, thank you.
A lot of time. You hear this prayer.
Okay, and how old is she?
She's 20.
20?
That shit don't make no sense to me. That shit makes no sense to me. You got these literal grown-ass adults, okay? These are grown-ass adults. They're out there doing the nasty. They're out there doing drugs. They're out there drinking. They're out there getting fake IDs so they can go and live their little college lives. They have the brain capacity to be able to tell that she's not just passed out. On top of that, we are hearing them physically also talk about Ethan, and then we turn around and see Hunter tell the cop, "Oh, I haven't checked on him yet." Yeah, you did. You were trying to wake them both up. And there's no way that these people are going to be standing like what at the end of the hallway. Yeah. Even from that far, you can see she's covered in blood. I hate this case so much. More and more every day. More and more every day. I don't hear him saying anything about going upstairs. Yeah, how do you go like even remotely close to like that door and not see all that blood dripping off by the doorknob? Like, even if you literally were too stupid to look inside the room and all you saw was the door, would the door covered in drippy blood not be enough for you to freak out? He says he put the code in. He says he put the code in. He got there first, put the code in to go inside. And then Emily and Josie and Lyndon say that by the time they got there, that Dylan and Bethany were like right outside of the door outside, and they had their noses and their mouths covered and they were crying, is what they said. I mean, we can assume the door was open because we've heard things from a neighbor, but we don't know what time the door was open. I mean, we know that we see people walking by, but I don't know exactly who is who when it comes to that. So just because the door might have been open, maybe possibly, and it probably was, when someone walked by with their dog, doesn't mean that before they called people to come over, they didn't shut the door to make things look normal. You know what I mean? Oh, listening while you're at work, Taylor. I used to do that all the time. And then they got really mad about us using devices that have Bluetooth. So I'm not doing anything about it. My phone doesn't have those, like a jack. It only does Bluetooth headphones, so I can't do that anymore. Can't do that. Thank you for the gifted membership, Dinjay. Thank you. Yeah, this whole thing is stupid. So I saw someone ask something about the contact. We found out about the 351 contact last night. We went over the phone logs that came out from Dylan. Speaking of, let me look and see if there's anything else up here real quick. Oh my freaking eyeballs. Okay. No, they have not released anything else just yet. But this is the thing with that. So, and I'm not trying to dox anybody, so I'm not pulling up the information that I saw. Okay. Because there's children on this freaking page. I have seen a TikTok page and a Facebook page that go with the same person, and her last name is spelt without the Z. And she's from Idaho. And she's about the right age. And she's an OF model. The brunette one. So I don't know what the hell's going on, because I've never seen the name Fernande like that. But on her social media, she has her name without the Z. And I don't know if it's the right person. Okay, I told y'all yesterday when we talked about it, this is new. This is stuff I saw this morning. And when I saw it, I went and did my own digging, and I saw, holy shit, okay, well, I can't post this anywhere, because even though she's an OF person and she puts that on her like stuff, she still posts pictures with her child on her social media, like a true, just disgusting idiot. So I'm not showing it to you guys. Y'all can feel free to go out there and dig yourselves. I'm pretty sure other people are probably going to end up spreading that all over the place when it comes to screenshots and stuff like that. But if you go and look for her and you spell it the way that it's spelled in the paperwork, in one of her photos, she's got like cat ears on and like blonde and brown hair. And I think she's like sticking out her tongue or something like that. I don't have my phone. Let me get my phone real quick and then I'll describe the picture. So if you do go look, you know that you're looking at the right person. Okay, I sent it to my buddy because I can just like send it to just like one person because he's who I discuss stuff with. Okay, yeah, she's got her kid all over her social media like a true freaking moron. And her tongue is sticking out. She's got earrings on, and it's not really like it's not really cat ears. She did something with her picture to sort of like move her bangs up into this like horn looking thing. Yeah, and it's spelt exactly the way that it is in the paperwork without the Z. Without the Z. So y'all have fun with that. I'm not going to show it again because there's children, her child, on her stuff. I don't know. I'll also address the one that Amber found, because Amber Vance on TikTok, she came out and showed how incorrect the meta AI was. And I got really frustrated this morning because I don't know who it was that put it in my community tab. But when people do this kind of shit, it pisses me off. So if you're in here, I hope you freaking listen to me. Don't you ever go over to somebody else's channel, screenshot some shit, and then come over here to my channel and put it in my community post without context. Because you knew damn well from listening to Amber's video that she was telling you that that information was incorrect. And instead, what you did was come over here, post a screenshot, and be like, oh my God, is this Bryan Kohberger's fiance? Question. Knowing damn well that everyone knew that it was a bunch of meta AI gobbledygook that wasn't accurate. So that's how misinformation gets spread. Dumbass people who go and take snapshots of stuff and try to think that they're relevant to bring it to another platform, and they don't bring the context. If you're screenshotting the video, that means you heard the words that were being said and you knew that it was all bullshit. So why would you come over here trying to put some seed of dumb shit out here just to cause more drama? Why? On my channel, of all things, you know that I don't play those games. That was so stupid of you. So stupid of you. No, what Amber found when she went and dug herself was that the person... Okay, what this AI thing on Meta AI tried to say was that Brittany Fernandez was Bryan Kohberger's ex-fiance, and that she worked at the University of Idaho, and she helped do something to solve this murder of this person with this name. The person that was murdered in this Meta AI summary wasn't even a real person that had a story out there. Amber went and dug to try to find it. All of that was in that video. Yet that person still came over here and dropped some stupid shit without being like, oh my God, can you believe what Meta AI is putting together? Where did this crazy ass information come from? Which is what it should have said. Instead, people got a bunch of riled up crazy thinking that, oh my God, Dylan had Brian's ex-fiance's name in her phone. And that was not the case. I'm so tired of having to fight against stupid on a daily basis. This shit's exhausting. Like, it's going to put me in an earlier grave than my life already planned on, because the stupid just never stops. Stupid never stops. I know. Amber Vance is a girl over on TikTok. I just recently found out about her. She's really, really super factual. She goes in there with all the documents. She's really popular over there. She was following me. I just now followed her back yesterday when I downloaded TikTok back to my phone. But she's been going through all of this stuff. She's talked about the footage that we put out, all these things. But she came out and was like, y'all, there's no truth to this. This person is not even a real person that died. This person is not a person that worked at the University of Idaho. Where in the actual shit did this being Kohberger's ex-fiance even come from? Like, she came out here to debunk the crazy, and then dumb people just decided to take screenshots and put no context anywhere just to start drama. I don't play those stupid ass games. Like, anybody coming over here should, like, you know that. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, I like Amber. She does have a YouTube? Yeah, read the freaking document. Like, I don't care if you come over here sharing other people's information, obviously, but come over here and do it right. Put the true information out and be like, again, oh my God, I can't believe Meta AI would come up with such stupid information. Where did they even get this? All of this is so false. Look, you can't trust AI at all. There's a reason why I turned down AI sponsorships. You know how many AI companies have approached me? No, even my partners that I work with, that I go through the sponsors that I want to look for, no, not to even bother to send me anybody that has anything to do with AI generation or like a chat GPT type thing or any sort of engine. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. They just know that part too. Because it's humans. Humans of stupidity. Yeah, that's the problem. They like the drama. They like the drama instead of the facts, and the facts are freaking sad. Like, why? Today, the video is going to come out tonight. That's why I wanted to do an early live so that I can make sure that I am off of this long enough for when I premiere the new video that has the new channel sponsor in it, that it actually like plays right. Like, I did a little TikTok thing because I really do want to get on TikTok more. Like, there's people like Amber and other channels, or I guess you call them accounts. Do you call them profiles over there? See, I don't know the lingo on TikTok. Okay, I don't. But since I started like actually paying attention to it as of yesterday, like I've got like 200 more followers just like overnight, which is kind of cool because I wasn't expecting it to like even pay more attention. I literally go over there like maybe once a month. I see what Samantha Nelson's doing, and then I just get off. I can't really deal with TikTok very much, but that's also because I don't know how to use it when it comes to being able to filter stupidity. So I'm going to mess around with the app some more so that I can really learn how to pay attention to it and get alerts for the correct things, because there's a lot of people on there with a lot of really, really good opinions, but also a lot of dumbasses that really need to be checked. And I'm so about that too. So that's what we were just about to be doing. Well, I'll bring whoever doesn't want to go over to TikTok. Trust me when I tell you, I'm gonna bring it over here. It's just now going to be happening in both places. Yeah, I just like to check on her every now and then. I mean, she sends me stuff and messages, and we've exchanged numbers a few times, but it just always ends up staying in like the TikTok messages, and I never go over there. So it'll be like long amounts of time before I even respond back to her, and it makes me feel bad. And that's another reason too. The notifications are good to have on my phone. I didn't even have it on my phone until yesterday. Yeah. Instagram, I used to really like Instagram when Instagram was like like back in the day, like regular ass Instagram. I would be on there and I would post couponing hauls and like all kinds of things. I don't really know Instagram world anymore. As far as I'm understanding, that's way more of a influencer platform than all the other ones. And I'm not about that. I'm not about that. I like to live nice and normal, not out of stupidity like a lot of those people do. So I don't know how many regular people are even on Instagram anymore. I heard it's just all about influencers. No, I don't like having mods on like anything. I don't have mods here. I mean, I just say what I got to say about the case and then I leave. But at least this way I can go in and at least like pay attention to the inbox messages and really pay more attention to what people are talking about. Because I don't know why. I guess maybe because whenever Ariel still lived here, the internet just always picked up what she was constantly looking at. So the algorithm, whenever I would look at TikTok, was like Vampire Diaries stuff and like stuff that I know that my kid was looking at. So maybe now it'll be a little bit different. Weirdos. I'm sure there's weirdos everywhere, yeah, for sure. Oh, I know. See, and Twitter, I like Twitter for getting news like really, really quick, but like I've told y'all already, I will throw down 20,000 F-bombs a minute on the stupidity on Twitter. I can't stand it. And I know that they're doing it for rage bait because for some reason Elon Musk thinks it's cute to pay money to people who do nothing but lie for attention. Make up stories that aren't true, are not factual, that you can't actually fact check. Gotta be so selective with X. So selective. I cuss people out all day long over there. He's such a dumbass. He's never going to not be an idiot. He's never going to also ever take anything back that he's already done, allowing Steve Goncalves and Christy Goncalves to go out there and pull this bullshit with the door being shut and everything else. Like, it's never been corrected. He didn't even try to get Steve to fix the situation. He just let him dance around the entire thing. Turkey needs to just put the glass down and shut up. For real, though. Mine usually can't, but I just take my pill and then I'm good. Mine too. Like, I go over there telling everybody, you're just a effing idiot. Y'all are stupid. I hate it here. I probably comment how much I hate it here 18 times a day. But the news is so fast. Like, I swear, you find out something that happens within 20 seconds. Him and Gray Hughes. Him and Gray Hughes and a few others. JLR used to be one of them. But see, girl, look, let me tell you something. You know what I do? Send, and I never look at the notifications. So a lot of you guys are probably wondering why I never respond back to you. It's because I know that 90% of my notifications are people pissed off that I'm telling them how stupid they are. So I don't even click that button. I don't even click the notification button. I just scroll, say what I got to say, and I leave. That's it. That's it. Cammy is a member. She's a member. She was a member for a very, very, very long time here on the channel, and she passed away yesterday. And her mom was kind enough to come onto the channel page and let us know that she did pass away, and that she wanted me to know because Cammy was one of my biggest fans, she said. And that made me really sad. Yeah, I really don't check them. Like, if you inbox me, I'll pay more attention to the inbox messages now because I have selective stuff on there. So not like anybody can just message me. So I'm gonna pay more attention to like the inbox messages, but really just notifications. I just don't care. Yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna say what I gotta say and I'm gonna move forward. Yeah, the Nancy thing is so insane. And you know they're giving the house back to the family today? Or something like Savannah's going back home so she can get back to work, and the house is being released back to the family. I mean, it's worth it because it's free. If you like short stuff, there's a lot of funny stuff on there. You just have to make sure that you're following the people that are going to give you what you want to see. You know what I mean? Because like there's going to be a bunch of stupid shit on there the same way there's a bunch of stupid shit on YouTube, but that's pretty much every platform. It's pretty much every platform. Got verified on Instagram. I guess I need to check out. I mean, I have one for the channel. I just don't really pay much attention to it. Who's Tammy? That name sounds familiar. I'd have to see the username. You meant Cammy? Yeah. Yeah, it's Cammy with a K. Yeah, me too. She was always one of the first ones that comes in here. Every time. She was always like the first or second person that would be in here. I have the documents. I downloaded them yesterday, day before yesterday, and it mentions how they, cut her legs off and all these other things. Yeah, that case makes me sick. See, you must have trained yours really well, because I know a lot of people just like random stuff, but you got to really train it for sure. It is. It's going freaking nuts. Going freaking nuts. Well, thank you for the $2, Amy 985. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Bro, they are bad. Oh man, they are super bad. Oh, well, thank you. Kelly is the man. Yeah, Carly Russell. Gag me with a frickin' spoon. Well, I mean, if you have it, you can show it to me. Email it to me, and I'll look at it. Because I didn't know there was a welfare check on the house. I had no idea there was a welfare check on the house. Like I said, I know about the Banfield call, but I didn't know that there was anything else. So I'd like to see it. Yeah, Carly Russell. And there's been stupid people that have done that again after that. Like one lady tried to do it with her child. Like actually with her own kid. Dumped the kid in the freaking forest somewhere and then tried to pretend like the kid was missing. Man, I hate humans, bro. I mean, not all of them, obviously. But damn. Who just thinks to do this kind of crazy stuff? Yeah, that minor brother got charged with murder. But they're sealing everything. So I'm going to do an update on that case. But there's like not a lot we can talk about other than the fact that now he's been charged. And it's sealed because they're not giving us any more information. Unless some other stuff comes out of whatever's happening with their divorce court stuff. I don't know if we're going to get anything else out of that. He's mad at Bloom Blum, whatever. Well, Turkey's an idiot. He's always been a damn idiot. That's why I stay over her. Gray Hughes is no better. And it's funny because they like all are in Steve's pocket. Because Howard Bloom, whatever, ended up in Steve's, not Steve's pocket per se. I can't say it like that. That's not a fair statement. But when Brett Norton and Steve Goncalves were speaking, Brett Norton was feeding information over to Howard Bloom, whatever, even though Steve told her not to. So a lot of the stuff that like Drunk Turkey would come out and say and Gray Hughes would come out and say, Howard Bloom, whatever, was also coming out here and saying, making it seem like there was some sort of little situation going on, when in reality, it was Brett Norton being a conniving little backstabber. It'll always be Bloom, whatever. Always. I should make like a special sticker for the members of Bloom, whatever, with some sort of cartoon face of him holding this book or some shit. I'm gonna get on that. I'm going to get on that. Bro. Oh, talk about an entitled little affluenza kid. Oh, man. Yeah, she makes me mad. Ugh, she makes me so angry. Now, see, I'm really interested about what that situation was. I've seen that. I have seen the thing where there was some sort of check or whatever, like the day before. It has her name on it. It's also like a weird address. I just don't know what the determination on that was. So I got to dig for that myself. Oh, yeah. Not just Viviana. There's several of the little weirdos that they have coming out here putting information out. And it's always the ones that have no credibility. It's literally all the ones that have no credibility, have barely an audience. Well, not DT. DT has a decent audience. But the rest of them, they don't have audiences at all. And they're pushing them all of this information to come out here and say, and what do you think that that's doing? What do they think? That pushing a bunch of information over to an alcoholic who can't make a video without a glass in her hand, and she doesn't know how to freaking actually buy a shirt that fits. What do they think that's doing for their case? While telling people with actual brains not to read court documents. What do they actually think that that's doing? That's making them look like so stupid, hypocritical, two-faced. It says more about them than it says about any of the people they're talking shit about. Let's be so serious. And at their big old ages, you think they'd see that? It's just a lot. This case is a lot. It's all a bunch of stupid shit. Oh, I hate her. Oof, since the beginning. She doesn't like me the same way that like J-Rod and like these other little small people that never went anywhere don't like me, because they've been out here for years before me. And I went past them. Well, I'm sorry that people like to hear what I have to say. You didn't have to be a dick about it. You could have been along for the ride and been here with us too. But no, you got to go out there and be dumbasses. It's not my fault that people don't like what you have to say. Lots of people don't like what I have to say either. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. But there's no reason to try to say all kinds of stupid shit that's not true just because you don't like me, especially whenever the facts you have are so wrong. Man, I have never seen people that claim to be close to a case and have all this inside information be so freaking wrong about things that are so easy to find the facts of. And the fact that these are the people that the Goncalveses want to keep close to them tells you a lot. And I'm telling you now, I really feel, and I've said this before, this is not the first time y'all heard me say this, I feel like it was a tactic. I feel like it was a control the narrative tactic for Steve to not only befriend JLR, after JLR called Maddie and Kaylee sugar babies and said they were doing all kind of dirty things for money. Okay, there was several videos that he did about that shit. Okay, and then we see Steve Goncalves taking a selfie with his arm around JLR's neck like they're freaking besties. That's weird. Then we have the thing with Chronicles of Olivia, where they doted on her abilities and her talent and how much Kaylee loved to watch her and how she was following her. And it's a connection to Kaylee and blah, 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 blah. And now all they do after they've now turned her away from somehow doing true crime content and brought her into their weird ass family ass cult now that she's getting married into it, suddenly they hate true crime people. They talk shit about them 24/7, but they're also utilizing them as a tool. These people are certifiably insane. Insane. Freaking sane. The G's are very much allergic to the truth. If I have ever seen somebody who could physically actually be allergic to the truth, it would be the damn Goncalves family. God damn. It is so bad. And that's the sad part, is you can't make any of this up. Nothing I'm saying is false. Everything that I've said is a damn fact. That's what's so sad. Insane. Insane. I just don't understand it. Something's definitely up. There's definitely some sort of agenda and all that. See the girl in New York City found in the bottom of a, what the frick? Did you see the one about the CVS guy? Something happened to a guy at CVS too. I don't remember the details, but something with the machine at CVS too. Girl from New York trash compactor. And then there was a doctor that was visiting Florida. What the frick? Okay. Let's see if it'll let me read it. Nah. These people are full of shit. Hold on. You can't tell me that they're going to use the word dismembered in their title and then try to tell me that it's some sort of accident. Mom of 4 found dead in trash compactor, likely fell down garbage chute trying to retrieve purse. Michelle Montgomery was found dismembered in a plastic bag in a trash compactor in Brooklyn. NYP Chief of Detectives Joseph Kinney said in a news conference on February 13th that her death appears to have been accidental. You lazy piece of shit. Our theory right now is that she may have dropped an item in the chute, went to retrieve it, and fell head first. A New York woman found dead in trash compactor may have been trying to retrieve an item when she accidentally fell into a garbage chute. Okay, stop repeating your damn self. Workers at a public housing complex in Brooklyn discovered the body of the mother. She was 39 in the building's basement. Her dismembered remains were found in a plastic bag that had been processed through a trash compactor. Investigators initially suspected foul play when she was covered in wounds and slashes, but Chief Kinney said her death now seems most likely to have been an accident. She may have dropped an item into the chute, went to retrieve it, and fell. Where's the item, biatch? Where's the item? He theorized that Montgomery fell into the basement while trying to retrieve her purse. Did they find her purse in there? Bro. The body appears to show no signs of a struggle, but she's covered in wounds. I'm sorry. I just want to say she fell right into the damn trash bag. She made a FaceTime call to her sister Serenity at 10 p.m. and shared a dance video on social media an hour later. Having gone to a Mexican restaurant with her cousin and 3 friends, Montgomery left the eatery with her relative around 1:20 in the morning. She separated from her cousin before entering the housing complex by herself at 1:13, police believe, based on footage. Witnesses have alleged that they later heard screaming coming from the garbage chute in the compactor on the second floor of the building. When her maimed body was found, Montgomery had sustained a broken rib cage, deep cuts to her head and torso, as well as injuries on her pelvis and thigh. What the frick? Okay, but where's her purse? Where's her purse? If you're trying to tell me that y'all think she went down there to grab her bag, where's her bag? She fell into a bag. They're trying to say she was in the bag. That's my problem. How do you freaking end up in a bag? God damn. I hate this place, bro. Why do they do this? Why do they lie to us like this? There's no way. There's no way. Where's the purse that she went after? How'd she end up in a freaking bag? I've never heard of a trash compactor that bags it. I could have sworn trash compactors like made everything as tight as possible, and then like it got sort of like formed into like a square. Am I not thinking correctly on that? I guess maybe they have auto bagged ones, but that's crazy. It was a crossbody bag. Those don't just fall the frick off. That's the only bags that I use. You will never, literally ever, catch me using anything but something that I can pop over me like this. Big or small down here, it doesn't matter. The strap's got to be big and it's going over me like that. That's crazy. The Houston Bayou thing is getting wild. The Houston Bayou thing is getting wild. I actually thought about driving over there the next time I'm in Houston, because we go like, I don't know, maybe like once a month. We'll drive over to Houston. And I was thinking about driving over there, obviously during the day, but just to get like a look. And I know it's like several miles worth of the Bayou areas. So I just wanted to like look at a couple of places just to see like what it actually looks like around there. What do the lights actually look like? Because again, this is an issue in Houston that's been going on for like over a decade. 15, maybe 20 years at that too. And if the city hasn't given two shits at this point to try to make things easier and put cameras out and all these other things, they're just not going to. They're just not going to. That's crazy. Oh. Theo Vaughn does interview some interesting people. Apartments use trash compactors that bag all their trash. I mean, that doesn't mean that she wasn't thrown down there. Lady Bird Lake, yeah. I don't know if there's been one recently. Let me look. Because you know that shit takes like a weird cool off. There's a lady, and I don't know how accurate her information is, but there's a woman that has been like tracking Chicago River stuff happening and then the Austin stuff happening. And she swears it's got to be like the same person or maybe group of people, but they like take turns, or she's trying to see like if she can finally track down somebody who goes into like both places. She seems like she's so serious. Lady Bird Lake. I guess I need to put body to see if anything's happened recently. Because it sounds like all we've been hearing about is Houston. So 5 hours ago, there's an article that got put out about why Austinites won't drop the serial killer rumors. Veteran detective sounds alarm on active serial killer network striking across America. What the frick is that? Kevin Gannon, a former New York Police Department sergeant, thinks that it's like a network. I mean, it could be. I know that I listened to this thing on Law. Was it Law and Order? No, that's a show. Law and Crime did an investigation into serial killer truck drivers that work together. Like there's like frequencies on the radio that they talk to each other on apparently, and there's like at any given time there's at least 200 serial killer truck drivers on the highways at any given moment, and that's according to like an investigation that went on for like almost 10 years, which is crazy. So 2 weeks ago there was an article saying 30 drownings in a decade. Well, Houston has 30 in a couple months when it comes to bodies. But I mean, Houston and Austin ain't but a hop, jump, and a skip away. So, spat of Austin Lake deaths is consistent with other cities as cops temper serial killer theories. I-35 expansion tees up years-long closure over Lady Bird Lake this month. I guess they've been having issues trying to figure out how to do construction over there by Lady Bird Lake. And then the next one down, your perfect 3-day Austin adventure. No, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, that's crazy stuff. Yeah, I do want to talk about the Houston stuff just because it's close to me and it's Texas. And I want to talk about the Austin stuff eventually too. Just run down the names and how and the dates, just because I find it interesting. There was just something that came out a couple days ago about Houston. On a big Houston station, they played it, and I listened to it while I was cooking the other night. It was very informative. Oh, God. I know. The Tom Segura, Garth Brooks drama. I don't believe Garth Brooks is a damn serial killer, but I would like to sit there and be like, where'd they get this shit? What? Right. And I found that odd because when he said that shit, he was like, we're working on legislation and blah, 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 blah. I have never, ever, ever once come across a parent that lost a family member, a child, however, that worked on laws getting passed that had literally shit to do with what happened to their child. Find me one that went out there and started justice warrioring for something that had literally nothing to do with their kid. The dude just says shit to say shit. He just literally says shit to say shit. And still today. Still today. And then you have to also think about this too. And this might sound some kind of way to some people, and that's fine. I don't care. We have a lot of people coming over here from other countries that don't know how to drive. They can't speak English. They can't read the damn road signs, and they're getting CDLs and they're getting put behind the freaking wheel of an 18-wheeler. Have we not all seen the videos of multiple families being annihilated while some dumbass is sitting here on his phone and he gets out of his truck after killing everybody in front of him and he just walks around like a big derp like he didn't even notice what he did? You know how many of those things have happened over the past few months? So if you can imagine the American serial killers, can you imagine what the hell's coming in here that we don't know about? I hate this place. I hate this place. It's scary. I am not an influencer. I am a true crime content creator. I am definitely not an influencer. I influence you to learn the truth. I guess that's the only thing I can influence. When you see the word influencer, I'm just like, ugh. When you say influencer, I think of those weirdos that put up a camera in the middle of the sidewalk and start doing a dance, and it just gets on my nerves. Gets on my nerves. Yeah, the Vegas one wasn't even the first one. I did a story on my other channel before they took it down, my Logical Oddity channel, about a biolab that they found. I think it was in Los Angeles in this big building, and there was like a bunch of scary, nasty stuff in there. Oh my God. Oh my God, it was so scary. I don't know how any of those people didn't get sick just from like breathing the air around that place. Ooh, it's been some scary stuff happening. And it really bothers me because, like, I mean, Ariel doesn't have her own vehicle yet. We're still working on getting her own car, but she drives other family members' vehicles. And it just scares me because even though I know that she's being careful, I don't know what the people around her are going to do. And that's the main thing I always try to tell her. Like, I really just try to say to anybody, it doesn't matter how safe you think you are driving. You could literally be looking at both of your mirrors in the rear view, looking everywhere, making sure that you're doing it right. And some dumb shit behind you who doesn't care can end it all. Like, everything here is so freaking unpredictable. It's so crazy. It is so crazy. 20 gifted memberships. Thanks, Vanessa. Congratulations to those who got those. No. My man went to the doctor today and he watched him Google how to remove stitches. Okay, yeah, nah, bro. I'm walking all the way out. I'm walking all the way out. Give me some seafood scissors. They small enough. Eyeglass scissors. I'm taking them out. No. Christ. The world has gone to shit. I mean, it's been shit for a while, but it's just so much more noticeable. Yeah, you always have to watch around you. They do. They have all of our DNA. They have all of our biometrics. They have all of our information. They can sit here and pretend like our outrage is like warranted and they might listen, but at the end of the day, they've been doing it forever and they just don't really care. They just don't. They just don't. That's crazy. Let me go to a doctor's office and see them Googling a damn thing. Sorry. Not happening. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Please, 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 please have your bells on because you're going to I really think y'all are going to like the new sponsor for the channel. Okay. And Don makes an appearance. His little voice makes an appearance in the background of the sponsorship ad in the video. And the video is about Dylan and about Bethany. I told you guys yesterday what the subject was. I want to know in the comments what you guys think the story would have been. if Dylan would have never gotten the phone call from Bethany, what would the story have been? Because Dylan telling everything over to Bethany, Dylan saying everything to Bethany about the guy and all the things, all of that only happened because Bethany called Dylan. So that's the basis of the video. So keep your bells on. I'll probably have it come out at like maybe like 7:45, 8:15-ish, like the time that I would normally go live, because YouTube has to have like some hours in between you putting something out there, or it won't do the notifications right, even worse than they already do. And they'll also not put it out into the algorithm like it's supposed to. They only give you, I think, like 3 every 24-hour cycle. And if you go past that, you have to basically let it reset. YouTube is on some crack. Okay, that's all I know about. So keep an eye on that one. I think y'all are going to like the sponsor. Don likes the sponsor. His little voice is in there. And I did my research on this. I asked for specific things. I read a lot of fine print. I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Thank you so much for coming in here with me. And again, we lost a member. And this live was done for Cammy, in memory of Cammy. And I was glad I'm glad I got to meet her, because she was always what seemed to be really bubbly and really sweet. She was always in here fast. She was always in here nice. She was always in here, oh my God, how are you doing? And like remembering stuff about people and asking them about their lives because she remembered them saying certain things. And that really sucks that she's not going to be, hey, Cammy, how you doing? I'm not going to be able to say that anymore. And that sucks. That really freaking sucks. And I hate that. But you know what? Rest in peace, Cammy. We're feeling for your family. We're all thinking about your family. And thank you, Cammy's mother, for coming over here and telling me, because I'm just somebody on YouTube. And to be special enough that you felt like you need to come over here and tell me, I very much appreciate that. You have no idea. No idea. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, you guys. Thank you so much for spending the last hour and a half or so with me. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the gifted memberships. And thank you for the super sticker. I very much appreciate you guys. I'm going to go ahead and roll this out. Please do not forget to leave a like on your way out and subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed already. All right, you guys. See y'all.